We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. To the air, it's Raiola. Got a man, it's Hansen. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quick completion to the right. There he goes. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Barney. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The Cornhuskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man, it's Raiola. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time, trust your read, and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
The screen, he's got wheels! And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Williams will pass. It's complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Williams looking for a man. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Send the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pull and throw off the RPO. Trying to get it in. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Defense might bring the house here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida Atlantic. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Hunter. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Let's go! Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Williams will pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And they can't make the play on 3rd off the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Cornhuskers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll leave it with him.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff, it's Hansen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option. The give. Across the 25. He's got room. He now has 53 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Raiola. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller...
And he will score! Touchdown, Husker!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got the quick completion. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Williams looking for a man. He lets it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Fires to the big fella. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. They're down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Williams will pass. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
Off play action on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Wants to fire on second down. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's taking the shot. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Huskers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking for room. It's Dupree. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams looking for a man. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. At the 45 on his way. Out of bounds all the way down at the 33-yard line, and they were backed up, but not for long. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. to Brown. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Canes look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back on this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Right on the money. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The give to the back. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12. You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Linebackers shuffling around trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Rayola. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dupree. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
even making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by just 2 over Toledo. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Williams will pass. Finds his tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ooh, big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Miami. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that?
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. To the air, it's Raiola. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Nebraska! They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, they can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Williams looking for a man. Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe...
There he goes! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams will pass. Got it on the outside, it's Moore. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires toward the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are penned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Rides to the back. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
That's a big run play, and it's not easy to do. Down at this area of the field, backed up in your own end. I mean, you're running into a box that's loaded full of bodies defensively, but the ball carrier was just able to sort of sneak and weave his way through there, giving his offense now a ton of room to work with.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. First down here for the offense. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.